At first glance, it looks impossible.
A ship seems to be floating above 3 skyscrapers.
And on top of that ship is a swimming pool.
Nearly 200 meters above Singapore.
This is Marina Bay Sands, one of the boldest hotel designs ever built.
But the pool is the real engineering miracle. Because water does not forgive mistakes. One tiny misalignment, and the illusion breaks. So how did engineers build this in the sky?
The story starts with 3 towers.
Each tower had to carry part of the sky.
The towers are not simple boxes. They lean, curve, and rise like giant blades. That made construction extremely complex. Temporary supports had to hold the structure steady before the towers could hold themselves.
Every movement was measured.
In your own wiring, because the roof was not just a roof.
It was a park, a deck, and a pool.
From below, it looks like a giant ship.
But structurally, it behaves like a bridge.
And one end extends beyond the tower.
That overhang became one of the hardest parts.
A cantilever must fight gravity every second. This simple, realistic diagram shows the downward force and the counterforce through the sky park structure. Now add a swimming pool to it. Just look at that perfect water.
Water is beautiful, but it is heavy. Thousands of tons must stay perfectly controlled.
The pool cannot simply sit on concrete. Structural separation and expansion joints are critical for stability and longevity.
It needs to move with the towers.
Tall buildings are never completely still. Wind pushes them. Heat expands them. Sunlight heats glass facade. Thermal expansion animation overlays on tower skin. Realistic afternoon lighting.
And the ground settles over time. Engineers divided the pool into sections. Each section could absorb movement.
The joints are hidden underwater.
Guests never notice them, but without them, the pool would crack.
The edge is even more delicate.
It must stay level across the full length.
A few millimeters can change the flow. So the system was built to be adjustable. Cutaways showing jack points and subjusts beneath pool system.
The pool could be fine-tuned after installation.
That is how the illusion stays perfect.
From a distance, the pool looks endless. But behind the edge is a hidden catch basin. The water never falls to the street. Side cutaway of infinity edge, catch channel, drainage and pump system, clear, realistic engineering explanation. It is collected, filtered, and returned.
That makes the danger look like magic.
The real drama happened during construction.
The sky park was too large to lift as one piece.
Penelope works there, Marina, portion module. So it was built in massive modules.
Each module had to fit perfectly.
At 200 meters, there is no room for guessing. Wind could stop a lift.
Weight had to be balanced.
And the three towers had to receive the load together. All right, everything looks good down below. Let's lift the next section.
Roger the lift.
Roger that. Commencing lift now. Perfect. Move it slowly and steadily.
Piece by piece, the ship took shape.
Then came the pool. The pool basin had to be both strong and flexible. Strong enough to hold water.
Flexible enough to handle movement.
The engineers were fighting three enemies: wind, water weight, and tower movement. Gravity pulls down. Wind pushes sideways.
Water searches for every weak point.
The solution was not one trick. Montage of supports, joints, pumps, waterproofing, sensors, all integrated under the pool.
It was a system. The architecture gives the dream. Sunset beauty shot of Marina Bay Sands glowing, sky park shaped like a ship, reflections in bay. The engineering keeps it standing.
Inside the towers, the forces travel downward. Cutaway down through tower columns and cores, load arrows moving to foundations.
Into foundations built for enormous stress.
Below, the building is constantly working. That contrast is what makes it extraordinary.
The infinity edge faces the Singapore skyline.
It turns the city into part of the pool.
This is why the design became famous.
Not because it is just tall.
But because it makes danger feel peaceful.
The edge looks like open air. Yet every drop is controlled. Cutaway of edge, catch basin, return pipe, pump system, water loop animation.
That is the secret of an infinity pool. It's an optical illusion created by a design that makes water appear to flow over an edge and vanish.
But doing it on a rooftop changes everything. Introducing the Sky Park.
The structure moves.
The water must stay level.
And people must feel completely safe.
Safety is hidden in the details.
The deck also carries gardens.
A park on top of 3 towers.
That means soil, trees, water, and people. Every layer adds weight. The structural integrity must be beyond question. So the platform had to be incredibly stiff.
But not completely rigid. Movement joint animation between sections of Sky Park, small controlled gaps expanding and contracting.
That balance is the entire engineering story. Too flexible, and the pool edge fails.
Too rigid, and the structure cracks. Then returns to a safe engineered joint. The answer was controlled movement.
A building this tall breathes with the weather. Day-to-night time-lapse of Marina Bay Sands, clouds, sun, rain, lights turning on.
Morning heat changes the glass.
Afternoon storms shake the skyline.
Night cooling brings it back.
The pool must handle all of it every day.
This is why maintenance matters. The audio features a female voice speaking in a confident, educational tone.
Pumps must keep the water moving.
Filters must keep it clear.
Sensors must watch the structure. Engineers review structural monitoring dashboard, subtle data lines over tower model, realistic control room.
The beauty depends on invisible work. You swim toward the edge.
And the city drops away beneath you.
That emotional moment was engineered.
The design sells a feeling.
The engineering protects that feeling.
That is why the pool became a global icon. It is not just luxury.
It is a solved problem at impossible scale. CGI full building with transparent structure, water load. Think about the length. The length. About the height. About the weight. The volume has reached its limit.
And about the movement. Towers subtly sway in wind animation, pool joints flexing, water still level.
All of that had to work together. Montage of towers, sky park, pool, pumps, joints, guests, skyline, smooth documentary rhythm.
The 3 towers are the legs.
The sky park is the body.
And the pool is the crown.
Together, they make one impossible silhouette.
Singapore did not just build a hotel.
It built a landmark people remember instantly.
The pool made the skyline interactive.
You do not only look at the city.
You float above it.
That is the genius of the design.
A simple visual trick. Diagram of infinity edge illusion from guest viewpoint, horizon alignment.
Made possible by complex engineering. Diagram expands to show hidden basin, pumps, joints, steel supports, tower movement.
The more effortless it looks, the harder it was to build.
That is the paradox of Marina Bay Sands.
It feels like fantasy.
But it works because of precision.
Precision in steel.
Precision in concrete.
Precision in water.
Precision in movement. Animated joint flexing. Tower sway absorbed. Pool edge remaining aligned.
That is how a pool becomes a monument. Not by ignoring gravity.
But by negotiating with it. A ship in the sky carrying water, people, and a dream. Hero shot of Marina Bay Sands at sunrise, sky park glowing, calm bay. And that is how Singapore built an infinity pool above the city.